Okay, so going into the holidays, it's crazy to think that we are already there, but Thanksgiving is on Thursday. We've been encouraged not to have those family gatherings. So what should family members be thinking about? What should they be considering as they're making those plans this week?
So first, I want to say it's understandable that people feel disappointed or even upset about having a different kind of Thanksgiving than they expected this year. Some people are feeling isolated. Some people are feeling lonely. But this year, we're going to show our care and our love and thankfulness by socially distancing from each other, by not getting together in person, by being innovative with how we connect. But most of all, we need to listen to our public health officials and understand that this virus isn't only causing death, it's also causing significant disabilities, sometimes for a long time afterwards. And we can save our family and our friends from risk of death, but also disability by having a virtual Thanksgiving with people outside of our bubble, or by having a safe, socially distanced outside Thanksgiving with people who are not in our bubble as well. For example, my sister and I are meeting at a park the day after Thanksgiving, and she's bringing a dish and I'm bringing a dish, and we're just going to socially distance and sit there and chat. It's really a way that we're showing our care for each other this year.
I feel like so many people understand that and
Yes.
are listening, but there's a large part of the population that doesn't also, and who is very frustrated by some of the rules and regulations that are being handed down. So how do you have that conversation with those members of the family?
So I think the message of donate indoors with people who you don't live with is a much kinder and more compassionate message than let's cancel Thanksgiving, right? So messaging is part of it. But also, it is a difficult conversation, but we can handle it with grace and with giving people a break. So if your family or your friends are having a gathering that you're not comfortable with, then decline with grace, with a I love you at the beginning and at the end of whatever you say. And if people are declining to get together at one of your gatherings, accept that with grace as well. And with the I care for you, and so I understand your decision at the beginning and at the end of what they say. And so that we can come together both emotionally and spiritually if we cannot even come together physically. But it's also a useful tactic to come up with a solution. So if someone is not wanting to have a gathering, or if you're not wanting to have a gathering, be innovative. Think up the ways that you can still connect. For example, we all know about Zoom, right? And we can connect with each other through Zoom or through conference call with older members of your family who may not be very savvy with technology. Go ahead and conference call them. That's another way to bring them in. When you have the Zoom or the conference call, make it something special for the older members of your family and the younger members. Have an older member start you out with a song or a prayer or a memory or something that's relevant to your family. Have the younger ones show a piece of art that they've done, do a dance, somehow welcome each member, and then maybe have either before or after dinner, have each member of the family, starting with, again, the oldest or the youngest, say what they're thankful for and what the gifts they've been given this year are. And so make it special. You can. It may not be in person, but it still can be special and memorable. Remember that year we all sang an old song with Grandma at Thanksgiving? That might not be something you would do in person, but it's something you could plan for a virtual celebration.
I think we are going to be talking about the holidays and everything about 2020 in the years to come.
Yes.
looking ahead to the next couple of months, because we have Thanksgiving and then a variety of holidays throughout December, how do we keep this mentality that we need to social distance, but also staying, mentally and emotionally healthy?
Sure. So we have to keep the reasons why we're doing this in front of mind. We are practicing social distancing at Thanksgiving so that all of our friends and family are around at Christmas. And so we are doing this for ourselves and for others as an expression of care, an expression of love. And you can check in virtually with people you know are struggling. You can send care packages, send a note. I've been writing notes this week to my children's teachers, to all of them, and to tell them, hey, you're appreciated. You don't know me in person this year, but I know who you are, and you're a person who cares for my child, and that means I care for you. Right? So get into the habit of you reaching out, and then it'll come back to you, right? People reach back to you, and the circle will still be there, even though it might be virtual. So send care packages, send emails or notes or texts, reminding people you're there and that you care. And really that makes you feel good too, as well as them.
It absolutely does.
Yes.
Was there anything else that you wanted to add that I didn't ask about?
I'm satisfied if you are. I think that this is lovely.
No, that's perfect.